Somebody needs to hear this right now. It's important that you give yourself time and space to fully process what has happened to you emotionally. When you are faced with a challenging circumstance, so many different scenarios run through your head and so many different options and opportunities to cast blame on yourself, on the other people involved, on technology, on so much. And it's important that you understand that every viewpoint has a truth to it. So all scenarios are true. And it's also important for you to understand that your scenario is true as well. And that you give yourself adequate time to reflect and think about all the different possible scenarios of how you can get closure or approach the situation, and that you pay close attention to how each option feels in your body. When you give yourself adequate time and space to process events, emotions, all of that, you're able to see more clearly and from a zoomed out perspective, a zoomed out lens. So you're able to see all the moving parts in the scenario, in the situation that you've been faced with. So often, because we live in such an urgency culture, we feel the need to respond, react, whatever it may be, immediately in that moment. Everybody wants everybody to know how we're feeling. But how are we able to tell people how we are authentically feeling if we don't give ourselves the proper space to process it? Oftentimes you'll find that in some scenarios it's not even worth telling the people how you feel. In those special circumstances, whatever happened to you can be taken as a lesson for you to have stronger boundaries or use your voice the next time this situation arises. And then oftentimes there are instances where you do need to express how you're feeling and what had happened so that it doesn't happen again. But we need to make sure that you're able to, one, fully comprehend what had happened in the situation, and two, whoever it is that you need to talk to, you need to make sure that they're in a state to receive what you have to say. Otherwise, you're not going to get what you need out of expressing your point of view in that situation. There's something about slowing down and being more observant that really just can help skyrocket your growth. It's that victim mentality, that victim mindset. Everybody is a victim. Everybody's a victim because everybody has experienced stuff and everybody wants to be heard. And everybody's just screaming for themselves to be heard. I just see people as little children, their younger selves, wanting to get their attention from their parents, but the parents weren't listening. And now we have a bunch of adults walking around with their inner child running the show. So when we give ourselves that space to fully process what has happened, you're able to see that. You're able to see it through that lens, And then that helps relieve the anger, the frustration, the dense energy against people. I hope that helped. Love you.